Hello students, welcome to online classes. Yesterday we have started the fundamental terms in the coordination compounds. We have already discussed about coordination entity, central metal atom, ligand and examples. The next term is coordination number. Coordination number is simply number of coordinate covalent bonds around the central metal atom or ion called coordination number. So as we discussed in the last class, central metal atom. So these are the ligands. Totally this metal atom is surrounded by 6 dative bonds, 6 coordinate covalent bonds. This number is called as a coordination number of a central metal atom. So definition, total number of coordinate covalent bonds by all ligands around the central atom called coordination number. Otherwise, the number of ligand donor atoms to which the metal ion is directly bonded. Metal ion is directly bonded called coordination number. Simply you remember total number of dative bonds around the metal atom. Coordination number you can easily measure by density of a single ligand into the number of ligands. Examples we will observe now. Example, CONH3 6 times plus 3. Coordination number of cobalt is equal to, cobalt is a central atom. So density of a ligand means, yesterday discussed, unidentate means density 1 coordinate covalent. Bidentate means density 2 coordinate covalent bonds. Similarly here also, NH3 is a unidentate ligand because only one atom can donate a lone pair and then forms coordinate covalent bond. That is also 1. Density of NH3 equal to 1. Total number of NH3 ligands equal to 6. Answer is 6. Similarly, CO NH3 6, CO NH3 thrice, Cl thrice, like this. Coordination number of cobalt equal to, NH3 is unidentate because only one donor atom. Cl also unidentate, only one donor atom. Totally unidentate ligands how many? 6, and density equal to 1 unidentate. Total number of ligands 3 plus 3 equal to 6. Again coordination number equal to 6. Similarly, same examples, CO NH3, otherwise CO EDTA, En I am taking, thrice plus 3. En is ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine means it is a bidentate ligand or a didentate ligand. It can forms 2 bonds, 2 donor atoms are there, that's why didentate. So density equal to 2 because it is a bidentate ligand, and total number of ligands 3. Density equal to how much? 2 bidentate ligand. Total number of ligands equal to 3. It means ethylene diamides 3. Totally 6 is the coordination number of cobalt. It means 6 coordinate covalent bonds surrounded by the central cobalt atom or ion. Next example, EDTA we will observe. If you observe EDTA, CO, EDTA, only one I am taking here. Cobalt is the central atom. EDTA is a hexadentate ligand, 6 bonds. Hexadentate means density equal to totally 6 hexadentate. Total ligands are only one EDTA molecule. Total number of ligands 1, totally 6. You just observe in all these cases, I have given all cobalt complexes, central atom cobalt. In all these cobalt complexes, coordination number is 6. Remember one thing, for cobalt complexes, always coordination number is 6. It is experimentally proved. In our next video, we will discuss the structures also for the coordination number 6. Other examples we'll observe. Few more other examples. The other examples are K4 FeCN 6 times. Coordination number of a central atom iron is equal to how much? So coordination number formula we know that, densidity into number of ligands. Ligand is a cyanide. It is a unidentate ligand. It forms only one bond. Density equal to 1. And now total number of cyanides are 6. Ligands are 6. So this is equal to 6. So next one, PtCl 4 times minus 2. What is the coordination number of platinum in this complex? Coordination number of platinum is equal to density of ligand, single ligand into total number of ligands. Density of chlorine equal to 1 because it is a unidentate ligand. Total number of ligands are 4. Then coordination number equal to 4. Similarly, NiH2O 4 times plus 2. What is the coordination number of nickel? So here ligands are H2Os. H2O is a unidentate ligand. Density equal to 1. Total number of ligands are 4. Again coordination number equal to 4. So easy to identify the coordination number by looking the ligands present in the coordination entity. Now you remember the number of covalent bonds between the ligand and central metal atom only considered as a coordination number, but not pi bonds. It is very, very important. The number of covalent bonds only considered as a coordination number, but not pi bonds between the central atom and ligands. Now note this point. The coordination number is only the number of covalent bonds between central atom and ligands, but not pi bonds. Only number of covalent bonds. Covalent bond is a sigma bond, remember. Number of sigma bonds, but not the pi bonds. So this is coordination number. The next term is coordination sphere. So for example, K4 FeCN 6 times, if you observe. This bracket inside central metal atom and ligands placed in a square bracket. This bracket is simply called as a coordination sphere, defined as the central ion and ligands are attached to the central ion and ligands attached to its are enclosed in a square bracket called, which one that is? Coordination sphere. It is nothing but coordination entity. So counterions. Counterions means to make it balance. Outside few ions are there. Those are named as a counterions. So here outside of the square bracket, which are easily ionizable. Easily means So these ions cannot directly contact with the central atom. That's why easily broken into ions. That's why easily ionizable. Ionizable groups or ions written outside of the bracket, that is before the bracket or after the bracket, called counter ions. If you wrote a before bracket, it is a positive ion. After bracket, negative ion. It means everywhere you need to write cation first, followed by the anion. So these are the cation. Here 4 K plus ions are counter ions. And this is coordination sphere. K plus ions are counter ions. The square bracket is a coordination sphere. Next, CO, NH3, 6 times, Cl3. Observe this. The square bracket is coordination sphere. Outside these 3 chloride ions are counter ions. Counter ions are easily ionizable. On ionization, how many ions are possible? If it is ionized, so it is very, very important, number of ions, CONH36 plus 3Cl minus ions, plus 3, it is minus 3, must be neutralized by plus 3. This is only one ion, here 3. One complex ion and 3 counter ions. 1 plus 3, totally number of ions, total number of ions 4, but not 3. This is 1 plus 3, 4. If you observe, it is converted into 4K plus FeCN 6 times. 4K plus means plus 4, must be neutralized by minus 4. 4K plus ions, 1 complex ion. 4 plus 1, totally how many? 5 ions. So it is a simple question, how many number of ions present in the following? So you need to split that. Outside plus square bracket is 1 outside ions. How many are there? You need to count. So this is the next term. Okay, the next term is coordination polyhedron. It is nothing but shape of a complex compound. How the ligands are arranged around the central metal atom and then gives what type of shape. This is called coordination polyhedron. It is defined as the spatial arrangement of ligands around the central metal atom or ion which are directly connected, called coordination number. So most common coordination polyhedra, it is nothing but shape, geometry, nothing but. Most common shapes in the complex compounds are octahedral, tetrahedral, square planar. As you know that octahedral shapes, tetrahedral shape, in that shape only these are also possible. Octahedral means totally, so it is a central metal atom it is totally here. Ligands, 6 ligands. So it is a octahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape, central metal atom, ligands are arranged in tetrahedral shape. It is. I didn't connect all this, we can connect all this, then you get a octahedral or tetrahedral shape. Square planar means, so like this, metal central and only 4 ligands. This is a square planar shape. Like that we can observe many shapes also. Trigonal bipyramidal. Next one, square pyramidal shapes. So you know already the shapes of square pyramidal and trigonal bipyramidal shapes. Those also we will observe once. So it is metal, ligand, trigonal bipyramidal. Next, metal, ligand. It is one lone pair, 5 ligands. Square pyramidal. So these are the shapes, nothing but. Okay, the next term is oxidation number. Very, very important in this chapter. To write the IUPAC name of a complex compound, or to write the structure of complex compound also. This is the term. It's very, very important. Now, and all these fundamental terms, definitions also play key role in understanding the whole chapter. So that's why we need to pay. Oxidation number. Oxidation number means the charge present on a particular species called oxidation number. Here also, the charge carried by the central metal atom, it is nothing but a D block element. So if all the ligands are removed along with their shared pair of electrons also, so that is called oxidation number. While representing the oxidation number of a central metal atom in complex compounds, it must be represented in Roman numerals, Roman numbers, in a bracket, nothing but a parenthesis. So now I am calculating, as we calculated oxidation numbers in the first year course, same procedure also we can follow here. So now examples. CO NH3 6 times plus 3. So we need oxidation state of a central metal atom, cobalt. So I don't know this, that is why it is taken as X plus 6 NH3s are there. Next, here it is not a neutral complex, it is a cation, positive charge is there. What is the charge is here, that must be equalized here. So it must be equalized with the charge. If no charge, equal to 0. NH3 is a neutral ligand. I gave you examples. Negative, positive, neutral ligands. Neutral ligands means no charge. Negative ligands means minus charge. So negative ligands example, Cl minus, Br minus, F minus, I minus, CO3 minus 2, C2O4 minus 2, SO4 minus 2. These are all negative ligands. Neutral ligands are NH3, ammonia, no charge. CO, carbonyl, it is no charge. Water, aqua, neutral. Such ligands are neutral. Neutral means the charge will be taken as 0. Negative, positive means you can easily identify. So X is a cobalt plus 6 into it is 0. It is equal to plus 3. Then X equal to plus 3. Then cobalt oxidation state will be represented in a square bracket after the name of a central atom. The name of a central atom is cobalt. After that, oxidation state of cobalt is represented in a Roman numeral, cobalt 3. Next example, CO NH3 6 times Cl3. So cobalt is the central atom. We don't know the oxidation state. That's why we can consider it as X. 6 NH3s are there. While calculating oxidation state, need to consider all the ligands as well as counter ions also. Outside totally 3 chloride ions are there. So there is no charge on this complex. That's why it must be equal to 0. Then X. NH3 is a neutral ligand. That's why it is 0. and chlorine is -1, that is Cl minus equal to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0. Finally, X equal to 3. It can be written as cobalt. Oxidation number must be written in which one, that is bracket in Roman numerals. I will explain few more examples. You need to practice these examples. So the next example is K4 FeCN 6 times. So now the central atom is iron. Central atom must be in the square bracket. So iron oxidation state we don't know, considered as X. Outside 4 potassiums are there, K potassiums. Inside 6 cyanide ions are there. There is no charge on this complex, so that is equal to 0. And potassium is a first year group element, K plus 1. That's why 4 into plus 1. Iron is required X. 6 cyanide ions. Cyanide is a Cn minus, that's why -1. It is equal to 0. Then you can write +4 plus X minus 6 equal to 0. Finally, X equal to +2. You can write it as iron, it is central atom iron. Oxidation state equal to 2, it should be written in Roman numerals. Similarly, another example. FeCN 6 times -3. So iron is the central atom, we don't know the oxidation state, considered as X. 6 ligands are there. Cyanide is a -1, Cn -1. It is equal to, it is not a neutral compound, it is a negative compound. So negative means the charge given is -3. X -6 equal to -3, where X equal to +3. Iron 3 it is. So it means, if you observe in all these examples, the oxidation state is +2, +3, in previous class also +++. In chemistry point of view, positive indicates deficiency. Deficient means they can accept easily electrons. That's why electron acceptor is a Lewis acid. All central metal atoms are Lewis acids. Yesterday we have discussed. Another example I am giving. PtCl 4 times -2. Platinum is a central atom. We want the oxidation state of a central atom X. There are 4 ligands. Chlorine -1. It is not a neutral complex, negative. The charge will be -2 it is. X -4 equal to -2, where X equal to +2. So the name is platinum 2 is the oxidation number, which is represented in a Roman numeral. So like this we can easily find the oxidation number of many complexes. You try many given in your textbook also. One more neutral complex please. NiCO 4 times. Nickel is CO, capital C, capital O. It is a neutral ligand, not a negative ligand. Central atom is X. 4 ligands are there. For neutral, considered as 0. There is no charge here, 0. Here X plus 0 equal to 0, finally 0. So oxidation state of nickel in this complex equal to 0. So similarly, one more. NiCl 4 times -3. -2 we will discuss. Nickel is a central atom X. 4 chlorides, For chlorine minus 1, charge equal to minus 2. X minus 2 equal to minus 2, where X equal to plus 2. So it can be written as nickel 2. Another one, you can observe carefully, platinum, En, otherwise CO, NH3 twice, En twice, totally here. Another one, Cl2, and it is Cl. Observe this. Central atom is cobalt, considered as X. NH3 is a neutral ligand, 2 NH3s plus 2 En, ethylene diamine, plus 2 Cl plus outside one more Cl. This is equal to 0. Then NH3 is a neutral ligand, X plus 2 into 0. Another one. Ethylene diamine is a molecule which contains 2 NH2 groups, no charge, that's why neutral. That's why 2 into 0. 2 Cls, 2 into minus 1. One more Cl outside, 1 into minus 1. Totally 0, 0, X minus 3 equal to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0, where X equal to plus 3. You can write it as cobalt, Roman number 3, which is represented in square bracket. Okay, the next term is homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. One mark, actually PUC question, important it is. The complex ion which has only one type of ligands. All the ligands are same in coordination entity, that is called as homoleptic. If ligands are different kind, that is called as a heteroleptic complex. Definitions given here. The complex in which metal ion bound to only one kind of donor atoms or groups. Donor atoms or groups nothing but ligands. One kind of ligands called homoleptic. The complex in which metal ion bound to more than one kind of donor atoms or groups. Donor atoms or groups nothing but ligands. So that is called, more than one means different. That's why heteroleptic. Only one kind means same. That's why homoleptic. Examples for homoleptic: CO, NH3, 6 times plus 3. Cobalt is a central atom. 6 ligands are NH3s only, but not others. 6 NH3s, all are same, 6. That's why it is homoleptic. Cu, Cn, Cn 4 times minus 3. In this complex, copper is a central atom. 4 cyanide ions are there totally. So these 4 are cyanides only, but not others. That's why all are same ligands, homoleptic. Next, NiCO 4 times. The central atom is nickel. All the 4 ligands are carbonyl groups only, but not others. That's why it is homoleptic complexes. Heteroleptic means different. CO, NH3, thrice Cl3. In this, it is 3 NH3s, 3 Cl3. Cobalt is a central atom. 2 types of ligands are there. 3 are NH3s, 3 are chloride ions, different ligands. That's why heteroleptic. You can say another example, platinum, Cl 4 times H2O 2 times minus 2 is. Platinum is a central atom. There are 4 plus 2, 6 ligands. These 6 are not same. 4 are chlorides and 2 are water molecules. So these are the fundamental terms. If you well known about these all fundamental terms, you can easily understand the whole chapter, and they are also asking questions from these fundamental terms. So in our next video, we discuss about Werner's theory of complex compounds.